Hi friends, hi vinyl community. Stefan again here with a new video. Yeah, I was very lazy the last months because we had a nice summer like last year. I spent a lot of time outside in the garden and was on the way with friends and visit some festivals and so on. And today it's not so good weather, so I decided to stay inside and make a new video. So that should be the new video, and I want to start with a band from New Zealand, the Human Instinct. That's what we hear in the background. And yeah, this is their famous record. Came out in 1970, and they had one hit on this record, Black Sally. That's what we hear in the background. And they are very famous for their guitarist, for the guitar player Billy T. Kahika, who plays unbelievable guitar. And this is blues, psych, hard rock from its best. And the band came from New Zealand, and the name is the Human Instinct. They started as the 4/4 in New Zealand, and in the early 60s, I think in around 1966. Then they decided to get more famous, to move to England, and they changed their name into the Human Instinct, and so it still is, because they are, as I read, they are also they are just active, go on tour, play concerts, and yeah, that's it. The Human Instinct with their record Stoned Guitar. Okay. The next band is a band from UK, T2, and this is their most popular album. I think everybody in the VC knows this. It's very often shown, and it's not so easy to find in original, and if you find it, it's very expensive, so I decided to buy this reissue on Akarma. Very happy to have this. This is cool music, psych rock, hard rock, and yeah, still waiting for my original. For the moment I have this one on Akarma as a reissue, but a good reissue. TK. It were all worked out in Boomland. Yeah, the name of this record. I forgot to say it. Here you can read it. It'll all worked out in Boomland. That's the name. Not so easy. TK. T2. Let's move to Germany. Next record is Grobschnitt's Rockpommels Land. Yeah, Grobschnitt, very famous for their light show, for their performances, for their long soli and long improvisations. And this is a rock fairy tale shown on stage and in one block, and it's a concept album, and yeah, a rock fairy tale. Rockpommels Land came out on Brain label, but not on the Green Brain, on this Brain, because the Green Brain was out, I think, at this time. This record came out in 1977, and it's a nice gatefold, had a a nice gatefold cover. And yeah, Grobschnitt. Next one is a band from US, SRC. It stands for Scott Richards and Case, the name of the three guys who played in the band, and this is a nice psych hard rock album, very often shown in the VC, and I'm happy to find my own one, original one on Capitol Records. I think it's on the Rainbow label. Yes, it is. Yeah, has a cutout here, if you can see, better to see from the back. I think this is a DJ or whatever exemplar, I don't know. SRC from 1968. Okay. Next band is one record band, Bo Krampus, with their record Before the War. Yeah, this is pop psych, not so spectacular, but nice to hear. Pop psych, as we know. And yeah, this band comes from Boston, and the record came out on Atco in 1968. Here we got the Atco label, and I think this must also be an original and the one and only album by the Bo Krampus. Okay. In the background we still hear the Human Instinct, but this is the Stone Country. Yeah, I would say also a psych pop band from US, and it comes from California, and this is the RCA pressing. Yeah, with the Doc, his master's voice on the label. Yeah, they work together with a lot of famous guys, for example Van Dyke Parks and Stephen Stills, and produced is this record by Rick Jarre, who also worked together with Jefferson Airplane and Harry Nilsson and guys like this. And this is also the one and only album by this band, Stone Country by Stone Country. Okay, that's it. So let's move from Stone Country to Stone Ponies. This band brought out 4 or 5 records, and this is psych pop. We can see here, the girl we can see here is Linda Ronstadt. It's the first time their voice is pressed on a record, and she's the singer here on this band, the Stone Ponies. This record came out in it must be in the late 60s. I couldn't find it for the moment. Yeah. No, I couldn't find. Yeah, the Stone Ponies. I think it's their first record. And the first record we can hear Linda Ronstadt. Okay. The next I want to show is a band, or I have 2 records I want to show by the band Circus Maximus. I think at first their first record, I'm not sure, but this one came out in 1967 and has their one and only hit "Wind" on it. It's the last song on side 2, and the band is called Circus Maximus. And the next record by Circus Maximus I want to show is this one here. This is called Neverland Revisited and came out in 1968. Both on Vanguard Records, and I think these are originals. I bought them at a record fair, and yeah, it was a little a blind buy. Wasn't sure. I thought I had the name Circus Maximus in my head, but I had no idea what kind of music they play. So I decided for a blind buy. They wasn't very expensive, around 10 or 20 euros. So I'm happy to buy this because this is nice music. It's a mixture of folk rock and jazz, psych, and yeah, that stuff we know from the West Coast and from this time. Interesting is the name. First name of the band was Lost Sea Dreams, LSD, and so we have a link to the LSD culture, and we all know how popular this drug was in this time. And yeah, Circus Maximus, Neverland Revisited, and the first album named by the band. Okay, I have one more. The Blues Addicts. This is a band from I don't know. I think from somewhere in the north, Denmark or Sweden or something like that. I think it was Denmark. And this is straight blues rock, inspired by Cream and the Jimi Hendrix Experience. And this is a reissue on Valhalla. Looks like the original, but the original is fucking expensive, around 1,000 euro or something like that. And this one is 18 euro, so I decided for the moment to have this one. And this is great straight rock, blues rock, like we know by Jimi Hendrix and Cream. Yeah, that's it. In the background we still hear the Human Instinct with unbelievable guitar work by TK, just a moment, by Billy T. Kahika. Billy T. Kahika. Yeah, the Human Instinct from New Zealand. So, thanks for watching and have a nice Sunday. Bye bye. This was Steffen with this new video. Okay, bye bye.